Stacy's Kitchen is brought to you by Persad's The Food King Supermarket and Chatak Quality Food Products.
Everyone, welcome to Stacy's Kitchen. I am Stacy, your chef and host today. And on today's episode, we will be cooking you up a yummy roasted fish paired with herb roasted potatoes and creamy broccoli. So guys, let's head on down to Persad's The Food King Supermarket where we get all our yummy ingredients for today's recipe. So we are here at Persad's The Food King Supermarket today to get our ingredients for our herb roasted fish, our creamy broccoli, and our roasted potatoes. So of course I am going to the vegetable section first. Oh my god, these veggies are so fresh and nice. I'm gonna get some of these portobello mushrooms. And I'm going to get my broccoli now. Let me have a look at these guys. These are lovely and it's only $16.66. That is an amazing price here at Persad's. Alright, so I have my mushrooms, I have my broccoli, and let me see what else I need on this section. You know what? I'm gonna take some pimentos. Ooh, these guys look really fresh. Oh, and again, guys, look at the amount of cilantro for $9.99. Okay, so since we are on this section, I am going to start getting my stuff for my roasted potatoes. And guys, remember, we are sticking to a budget. And these potatoes look pretty nice. All right, so I'm gonna grab this bag and it's just $8.56. And guess what? At least 5 people can eat from this. It's about that seasoning time. And no better brand than Chatak for your seasoning. So we're gonna go with some paprika. Chatak has a really good paprika. And oregano for that fish. Guys, we're also going to be using that oregano in all of the dishes that we are making today. Of course, we must have a little bit of spice, so we're going to go with Chatak's ground black pepper. Our dish seems to be coming together here, so I'm going to get some cooking cream. And this is going to be for our creamy broccoli. Now to top this up, we are going to get our fish steaks, guys. So I'm gonna get a nice pack of these juicy fish fillets. Guys, these prices at Persad's are amazing. I have to say, it's amazing. Okay guys, so we have gotten all our ingredients for our fish and our potatoes and our creamy broccoli. So now it's time to cash out.
Welcome to the Chatak Kitchen, where it's tastier and spicier. For even more taste, cook with Chatak's Amchar Masala, saffron, ground jeera and black pepper. Mix in Chatak's mild, spicy Madras curry. Get a burst of excitement with a mango amchar, homsadeh and mango kuchila, lime and pepper chunks, West Indian hot sauce and lime pepper sauce. Plus, Chatak's tamarind and mango chutneys are perfect with kalori and sahina. So make your kitchen a Chatak Kitchen. Chatak's fruit products, bringing good taste to life.
You're watching ACTN The Voice. ACTN The Voice, your family-friendly station.
Okay, so first up, I want to prep my broccoli. So I am going to cut it up into smaller pieces and then I'm going to blanch it. So while I'm cutting this up, the water is heating. For these 2 heads of broccoli, as we would call it, I'm just going to put about 2 cups of water to boil. Okay guys, so while I'm waiting for that water to heat, I am going to start prepping my fish. And I'm using salmon today. Now you can use any type of fish that you like. That is, boneless preferably. So I'm not going to over season the fish either. Okay, so I'm going to give it a little wash. I'm just going to use 1 lime. I'm going to squeeze that in there. Alright, so I'm going to take this water out. Alright, so before I season the fish, I am going to dry the fish steaks with some napkin. Because we don't want it too watery, as we Trinis say. So I'm just going to pat dry these fish steaks to get some of that moisture out. Okay, so now we have that fish there. Let's check our water. The water is almost ready. It's coming to a boil. Alright, so I am going to start putting my broccoli into the boiling water. So blanching is just running a bit of hot water through it. Broccoli has a sort of a tart or bitter taste, as we may say, so you want to get a bit of that out. It's also very gaseous. Alright, so we're going to blanch it there for maybe just about 5 minutes. I'm going to add a little bit of salt to it one time. Probably just a teaspoon. We can add more salt later when we're actually doing the creamy broccoli. Alright, so I am going to season my fish. Okay, so I am adding some of this pre-made seasoning by Chatak. Just about 2 teaspoons of this green seasoning. Just a sprinkle of garlic powder. I prefer use the dry herbs and stuff for the fish. I'm going to use a bit of this parsley from Chatak. Some basil also from Chatak. Guys, these green seasonings, or these herbs as we call it, these dry herbs from Chatak, is really, really nice. So I'm also going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. So this is 2 fish steaks, so 1 teaspoon of salt should be good. Okay, so my broccoli is ready for straining. It has been blanched for at least 10 minutes. So let me turn my stove off and let's go strain this. So we're gonna leave this to cool out and whatever. And now I am going to prep my potatoes. So these potatoes have been semi-boiled, not too soft, because again, we're gonna roast it in the pan. And what I'm doing here is super simple. We don't have to put it into the oven, okay? So I'm just gonna slice my potatoes up. Guys, and even though we say, you know, dinner for two, things like these, more than two people can actually benefit from it. All right, so I chopped up the potatoes, so I'm going to put this aside, and I'm going to start with the creamy broccoli. Okay, so creamy broccoli time. This is a household favorite, I know, but this is creamy broccoli, Stacy's Kitchen style. All right, so we have our broccoli drained there and blanched. So I am going to cut up the ingredients that we're going to add to the broccoli. Okay guys, there is also a number that you will see on the screen. You can message that number for the ingredients. And please log on to ACTN The Voice, the only station you should be looking at, actually. All right, so now I am going to put a little bit of my oil to heat in this pan, 2 tablespoons. And I'm going to saute my onions. I'm also going to crush 2 cloves of garlic. Okay, so our onions and garlic are nice and caramelized. Ooh, smell that. Amazing. All right, so now I'm going to add the mushrooms to this mixture. I am also going to put a touch of salt, maybe a half teaspoon to start with. Okay, so to this mixture, I am going to put my cooking cream. So I'm using 1 box of this cooking cream. Okay, so I'm going to leave this to simmer for probably about 3 minutes total. I'm also going to add just a bit of chili powder. And also some Parmesan cheese. I'm adding 3 tablespoons because we want our broccoli nice and creamy. I'm adding a bit of the Chatak basil as well. Probably about 1 teaspoon. All right, so our sauce is thickening up. So I'm going to lower the heat a bit. And now I'm going to add my broccoli to this sauce. I love creamy broccoli. It is so healthy and it is affordable. Guys, like I said, it's dinner for 2. However, I believe 4 people can still eat out of this. And let me give this a toss. Ooh, this looks so yummy. All right, so I'm going to cover this and let this cook up for about 5 minutes. But what I suggest you do when you're cooking, do not leave your stove always keep checking. Sometimes we get carried away on our phones and then we wonder why this recipe didn't come out good. But to be honest, when you are cooking, you should concentrate on what you are doing. Okay, so I'm gonna cover this up and let this cook for about 5 minutes for that sauce to thicken up. And after that, we are going to be roasting our fish.
Welcome to the Chatak Kitchen, where it's tastier and spicier. For even more taste, cook with Chatak's Amchar Masala, saffron, ground jeera and black pepper. Mix in Chatak's mild, spicy or Madras curry. Get a burst of excitement with a mango amchar, pomsate and mango kuchila, lime and pepper chunks, West Indian hot sauce and lime pepper sauce. Plus, Chatak's tamarind and mango chutneys are perfect with halori and sahina. So make your kitchen a Chatak kitchen. Chatak's fruit products, bringing good taste to life.
You're watching ACTN The Voice. ACTN The Voice, your family-friendly station.
Okay guys, so our broccoli is lovely. It is rich and thick and creamy, and I'm just gonna add a few pieces of cherry tomatoes for a little pop of color because we're trying to be fancy. All right guys, so remember also things still keep cooking after it comes off the stove. So allow it to rest, don't overcook because this sauce is actually gonna get a little bit thicker. All right, so our broccoli is ready. So I'm gonna put this aside and we're gonna roast our fish. Okay, so now I am going to heat my pan with about a tablespoon. Well, I'm using this garlic infused coconut oil because, as you know, I love using coconut oils. So I'm gonna cover the bottom of the pan because we are doing 2 fish steaks. So I'm gonna allow this to heat on medium heat, and then I'm gonna add a couple seasonings to that oil before we add our fish. Preferably, we should use a non-stick pan because fish is very tricky. Even when you're baking it, use things that are non-stick so it doesn't fall apart. All right, so our pan is heating up nicely. So to this oil, I'm gonna add some two sprigs of rosemary. And I'm also gonna put some maybe a tablespoon of fresh ginger and also a tablespoon of fresh garlic. So I'm just gonna allow these flavors to infuse in this coconut oil. What's gonna really blow your mind is at the end of this, you will see that it really did cost under 150 TT. All right, so I'm gonna put the skin side down so we get a nice little crust going on there. So we're hearing that lovely little sear going on as well. Doesn't that look lovely? And trust me, this is a winner. Chatak has the peppercorns, and peppercorns always give such a really nice flavor to fish and anything that you're doing in the form of a steak, to tell you the truth. Yes, so Chatak, check them out for peppercorns. So I'm gonna add this in here as well. I am a peppercorn lover. All right, so I'm gonna leave that, let's say 3 minutes on each side. We don't wanna overcook it because fish is very tender and it can tend to get rubbery as well. guys, so now I'm about to turn this yummy fish. Oh my God, look at that. Perfection. You'll thank me later. And as I said, when you are cooking, pay attention to what you are doing. That is actually the best kitchen tip ever. You don't want to stand up in the kitchen all day prepping, and when you come back you burn your food, or you didn't put enough salt, you know. I mean, we could stay off the phone sometimes. And guys, again, I got these lovely salmon steaks at Persad supermarket at a very, very reasonable price. You cannot go wrong there. Trust me, you can't. All right, so I'm gonna let this cook up for about 5 minutes again. And like I said, fish is very delicate. You don't want it to overcook. It's going to taste rubbery. Okay guys, so our fish is ready. Oh my God, look at that. Oh my God, oh my God. This is going to be so yummy. I cannot wait for you guys to try these recipes and start WhatsApping us and telling us, or, you know, emailing us and letting us know how it came out. Okay, so I'm going to take this off now. And I'm going to let it rest. So it's important to let your meats rest. Okay guys, so as you can see, our scrumptious fish is ready and our creamy broccoli. Oh my God, inside here is feeling like a 5-star restaurant. I believe I deserve a Michelin award, and yes. All right, so we are going to roast our potatoes. So I'm just pan roasting the potatoes. No set of bacon and stuff like that, just easy stuff to do for dinner or lunch or any special occasion. So I am going to put about a tablespoon of my garlic infused coconut oil. So I'm going to start putting the potatoes in. So you want to hear that nice sear. But guys, remember, I pre-boiled the potatoes, so our cooking time is less. All right, so you can put as much as your pan can hold. We'll put 2 more pieces. All right, so to that, I'm going to add a bit of garlic powder. I love using my powders as well too. A bit of onion powder. And guys, all of this I got at Persad's The Food King supermarket. And also I'm going to use some of Chatak's basil. And some parsley. So basically, this is pan roasted potatoes. Now you can roast to your liking. Everybody's different. I mean, I like mine's really crispy and brown. Some people may not. All right, and I'm gonna top it with some fresh basil and rosemary as well. I also got these lovely sesame seeds from Chatak as well. So I'm just gonna put a bit of this on my fish. Now some people like to roast them as well too, but I like to do them like that. All right, so just a little addition to my potatoes. I'm gonna put some fresh basil and a little rosemary and just a pinch of salt, and there we have it. Lovely. Again, a feast fit for royalty. So there we have it, guys, our creamy broccoli, our roasted fish, and our roasted potatoes. Oh my gosh, such a feast, and it is within a budget. We are all about meals on a budget, and you know, we're gonna kick it up fancy so you can have a restaurant in your home as well. Okay guys, so now it's time for the most important part. I cannot be cooking all this and don't taste it, so now I am going to do the taste test. First, let me squeeze a little bit of this lime on the fish, and I'm gonna dig in there. Ooh, look at that. Cooked to perfection. Oh my God. I think I outdid myself this time. It's simply amazing. Let me get one of those potatoes, and you can add a little dollop of sour cream. Always goes well with potatoes. Guys, you have to try this recipe. It is amazing. Everything came together perfectly. And again, thanks to Persad Supermarket for all these wonderful ingredients. Also Chatak for all these wonderful herbs and spices that we have been using in our recipes. Guys, check them out. Their stuff, it's amazing. So don't forget, guys, to check us out for new episodes of Stacy's Kitchen on Mondays at 6:30 p.m. on ACTN The Voice.
Stacy's Kitchen was brought to you by Persad's The Food King Supermarket and Chatak Quality Food Products.